with the free throws coming off a 26-point game 3. He got to the free throw line 11 times in game 3. And you see he missed 4 of them, but an excellent performance. He was talking about bouncing back after the loss, down 2-1. He says, don't panic. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's not fun, but it's part of the process. And they've seen that. Second round Denver came back and won after trailing 2-1. Turner, who's been under the weather the last several days, but obviously out in the starting lineup. Takes a 3, puts it on the floor. Jump shot, no good, but a foul. Hartenstein. So first free throws for Indiana.
And I think normally when you watch this OKC team, they're stretched out a little bit earlier right now. Right now you have 3 for 3 for Indiana from the three-point line. That makes you have to extend. That makes those drives a little bit easier. The gap's a little bit wider because you're afraid to leave three-point shooters.
Turner, as I said, wasn't feeling well and did not shoot well in game 3, but he certainly defended well, had 5 block shots in the game.
That's the maturity of somebody who's been in the league for a decade, Mike. You put the poor performance in the first 3 quarters behind you and you keep playing.
Coaches always love to say that. You don't have to shoot well to play well. As Jalen Williams brings it up, Holmgren attacks inside, got tripped up, goes down hard. Inadvertent trip by Siakam. And Holmgren's hurting, holding that left foot right now. Ooh, wow. And it wasn't hitting the foot on Siakam. He just turned his ankle.
And even then, oh no,
there
it did hit his foot. It did hit his foot. From that other angle, you couldn't see. But this is where people have to understand. The more games you play, the further you go into the postseason, these ankle little tweaks, falling on the ground as hard as you, all of that stuff adds up. That's why the toughest players typically go the furthest and win the most championships, because they're able to play through all of these things.
That left side of the ankle nearly hit the floor. That was a hard turn there.
Mike, what happens when you're this young? What happens, Mike?
You bleed and the wound closes.
Closes very quickly in real time. In real time.
Well, he's got a slight limp as he goes up the floor. You know, he's tall and thin, but he has got a lot of grit and toughness. Nembhard to Turner. Siakam lines up his three-pointer. In and out, Holmgren the rebound.
He gave him the Cornet contest out there, Hartenstein.
That's the Luke Cornet contest, where even though he's not next to the player, he jumps up to contest it. A bit of a distraction. As Williams pulls up, left elbow, jumper won't go. Nesmith grabs that rebound. Nembhard guarded by Dort on this possession. Halliburton directing the offense. Turner wide open, foul line. Nice soft touch.
Mike, one of the things they started in game 3 was getting either Pascal or Turner to the nail. And that allows Tyrese to get off it, and they'll play off that moment.
Nesmith playing physical on Williams. Williams draws yet another foul. Nesmith doesn't like the call, but it looked like there was contact, and Jalen Williams right back to the free throw line.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this foul, and this is why. I'm not saying that you couldn't make this call. He does send him off his path. That's what the referees are saying. But these are the type of things that they're marginal. For the rest of the game, you're establishing what's going to be called.
I mean, I thought it was a foul because he walked up into his chest and knocked him off balance.
It delights me to say I disagree with you, Richard. it's kind of an A to B. He's off his path, and the balance is affected.
Again, I stand by, Mike. The players are just getting to know each other right now, just saying hello. That's all it is.
And in your era, let's be real, that's nothing.
Oh, that's not a foul at all. The referees would give you a technical if you complained about that.
That wasn't a foul in the previous round.
No.
As Halliburton brings it up the floor, 3-point pace to lead. Halliburton can't get it. Oh, Turner took it away from Hartenstein on the follow. Good start for Miles Turner. 6 early points. Alex Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander going back door, but Nembhard saw it coming. Double team, trying to draw a foul. Well defended. Ben Shepherd's also in now for Indiana.
I know it's early, but this first quarter looks intense for Indiana.
Nembhard up top. Halliburton, very aggressive early. Siakam, good defense from Hartenstein. Siakam tries again. Corner three. Nembhard from downtown. They've hit 4 threes already, and OKC needs timeout.
This was the concern if you were OKC. Would Indiana come out with a barrage of three-pointers and defense? But the second effort, we showed an offensive rebound in the open. Indiana bringing that juice early.
Pacers fans, we're looking for the loudest kids in Gainbridge Fieldhouse for our Teddy Bear Toss. So get up, kids, and make some noise if you want a teddy bear, courtesy of Peyton Manning Children's Hospital at Ascension St. Vincent. It's time for the Teddy Bear Toss. Kids, make some noise.
Let's welcome members of our 2000 Eastern Conference Champions team. Dale Davis, Travis Best, and Austin Crosher. Let's welcome back Derek McKee. How about a big hand for Jeff Foster? And our Hall of Famer,
Tonight's access brought to you by Visible.
You okay? You sure? Come on, man. We need you. Get up. Shot, boy. You all right? Get it.
Compassion in the first part, we need you. Not so much get up.
Well, no, that's what you got to tell them. That's a leader right there. Hey, if you're thinking about this is too sore, it's not sore right now. You can be sore tomorrow. You can be sore when you're dead.
It's the finals. Gilgeous-Alexander out to Dort. Obi Toppin is come on. Caruso, nice move inside and knocks it down. Pacers surrounding him, and Caruso banks it home. And a chance for a three-point play.
Let's watch Alex Caruso. Gets a screen from Dort, then tries to cross the body of Halliburton, who's really fought on the defensive end all series. But that time, Alex Caruso goes through him and gets the N1.
Foul on Halliburton. Caruso knocks that down. Caruso had 8 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals. Of everything. Turnover for OKC. Halliburton back to Toppin, foul line jumper. They're 9 for 12 from the field.
Mike, the ball is moving so quickly, and it's out of people's hands before OKC's pressure can get up into them.
And there's their first turnover.
And Obi Toppin's one of those players. He's so versatile. He can step out, shoot three. You don't want to see him at the rim, but I love the skill. I love the touch. This is a far more difficult shot than people understand. To stand still, catch, and then shoot a little set shot right there from 17 feet. Those are the little things that he can do that brings a different dimension as a big.
Part of that terrific Pacer bench. We've talked throughout these playoffs. Both teams have excellent depth. Jalen Williams, left-handed. He loves that shot. An early 8 points in the first 6.5 minutes for Jalen Williams. Turner trying to get rid of it. Nembhard with 7 to shoot. Using the Turner screen. Nembhard trying to find an opening. Good defense that time from OKC to force the turnover. Holmgren off the bounce. Goes right inside, knocked out of his hands. Still Thunder ball.
But I love that defensive possession. Lou Dort was intent on not letting Tyrese Halliburton touch the basketball once it crossed half court.
And you hear that cheer. Every team, the fan base has a fan favorite. T.J. McConnell. He is such a huge, beloved player here in Indiana. And he has had some great games, including 5 steals, 5 assists off the bench the other night, as Jalen Williams draws yet another foul. I don't think they're going to say it's in the act of shooting. But they're in the penalty, so he's going to go shoot the free throws. There's McConnell's numbers. That's the first time in NBA Finals history that a player had 5 assists and 5 steals off the bench.
Well, and again, the impact. It was the type of steals. His team was scoring, and then he was getting another possession off the inbound. I don't think I've ever seen that in a game.
3 of the 5 steals were in the backcourt. And you saw Benedict Mathurin had one of the great scoring games off the bench in finals history. Toppin, Shepard, they all contributed, Doris.
Mathurin's ability in that fourth quarter to have a tremendous start. They were down 5. Halliburton was on the bench, and his electric scoring sustained them when Hallie was off the floor.
They're a perfect 9 for 9 from the free throw line. McConnell will bring it up. Mathurin, Toppin. Toppin goes inside, scoop layup, off the glass, won't go. Fight for the rebound, Holmgren. Aaron Wiggins, part of the Thunder bench that's been so effective. Had that great game too. Lou Dort. His three-pointer's good. Dort is now 11 of 18 from 3 in the finals, and that's 9 straight points by the Thunder. They've tied it up.
He's been absolutely on fire. Watch the arc of this three-point shot. Early on in his career, it was something that teams left him wide open with. 2 seasons in a row of 40% shooting. Bring the rain down, Mr. Dort.
short. Come on, Brandon. You got 35 seconds. 30 seconds remain, baby! My man, Brandon, congratulations. Tickets to next season's home opener, as well as an autographed Miles Turner jersey. Thank you for playing starring long range shot.
Let's welcome back a couple of ABA Pacers legends. Indiana Mr. Basketball, and he helped lead the Pacers to 3 ABA championships, Billy Keller. And this man won the first ever NBA dunk contest, Dr. Dunk, Darnell Hillman.
Tonight's Power Forward brought to you by Nissan. Doris.
Starting to get the feeling if Indiana could have checked Shea on the off day, they might have, because they're picking up exactly where they did in game 3. All out pressure, 94 feet, and they're getting backside help that time on the sink in by Pascal Siakam. And I want you to consider this. Nembhard is doing yeoman's work. Shea has played 9 straight games the entire first quarter. Guess who is getting a rest early here tonight? Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Interesting substitution patterns here, game 4. TJ McConnell trying the left hand, a little fancy there. Wouldn't go down. Dort brings it up the floor. Lost the dribble. Mathurin attacking again. Jalen Williams grabs it, but also grabs a hold of Mathurin. Williams will pick up his first foul.
I love the aggression. Again, that was a simple mistake by OKC, and that is the biggest mistake that you can make against this Indiana Pacer team. Because when you get Pascal, when you get Mathurin, and you see a DMP in the first quarter, but boy, those next 3, he made them count, DB.
Well, Mathurin, 27 points off the bench. One of the great scoring games off the bench in finals history. Did it, of course, for Rick Carlisle. Another one of the great scoring benches or scoring games off the bench in finals history was Jason Terry, 2011, for the Dallas Mavericks, coached by Rick Carlisle.
Well, Arizona has had a player in the NBA Finals for 11 straight years. And, you know, there is a legacy there that I think a lot of Arizona players, and shout out TJ McConnell also.
Well, glad we got that out of the way.
We got it out of the way. The audience.
Siakam, another turnover, goes inside, layup is no good, but a foul. Four turnovers for OKC.
They're pushing back and forth, and he's doing a little extra. But Lou Dort told us in his meeting, the minute a player goes and complains to the official, I believe I've got him. I've got him frustrated. I've got a little rattled. I don't think a foul's ever been called there. So if I'm Tyrese, I'm just being a little smart.
It just has to be an awful experience being guarded by Lou Dort.
You've never... You've never met Ron Artest, Mike. You've never met Ron Artest.
No, I've met him. I've never been guarded by him. As Siakam misses. Time for tonight's national TV schedule. Brought to you by ESPN Bet, the official sports book of ESPN. ABC Saturday, Liberty and the Fever, 3 Eastern time. Caitlin Clark supposed to return. ABC Monday, Game 5 from Oklahoma City. Tip-off shortly after 8:30. Now, if there is a Game 6, it'll be next Thursday, right back here in Indianapolis. Caitlin Clark here at the game like she was the other night, and expected to be in uniform tomorrow afternoon.